Hi everyone, I'm Simon from Sterling Coaching and welcome to this rather in the late day, as I record it anyway, Monday's Moment video. And I want to follow on this week from the theme of last week on cutting grass and getting the lines straight. And when I was cutting grass the other week, my wife Angela offered to help out and cut some of the grass next time, and I'm very passionate about getting my lines straight in the grass, and we've got about an acre of grass to cut with a fairly small 20-inch wide mower. And I know most of you are going to say, well, you should be grateful when somebody offers and not criticise, but I went out there after the grass had been cut and I was just amazed at how windy the lines were. Now, I'd explained to Angela, she knows my passion about getting the lines nice and straight, but when I went out there they really were very, very windy, and it made me realise two things. The first thing is that not everybody has the same passion for doing the job as you want it done, okay? And also that is linked with the skill. What sometimes we take for granted as being something that we find easy to do isn't always that easy for somebody else to do. And I'm always checking in, making sure that I've got my line straight. And for me, it seems pretty straightforward. To me, it seems important to get those lines straight. But if that's not right for the person that you're delegating the task to, then you're in trouble. And I've got a great system of cutting grass. That isn't my mower there, but I got this off of one of these stock sites. I know exactly where my wheels need to be. I know the width of my cut, and I know how to quickly cut the grass. The importance of getting the line straight, so it helps it be more efficient on how I cut the grass. And it's about realizing that other people, unless they have done this method, this system of what you're delegating out many times, they're not going to be at the same level of quality that you are. And if they haven't got the passion and enthusiasm and can't see the whole method behind the madness of getting those straight lines, in my case, if they don't have the passion for the quality, then also you're going to struggle. So in this Monday's Moment video, I want you to just think about tasks that you delegate. Do you ever look at the task and think, what is that? Why is it nothing like what I expected? It could be because of the skill that's involved, that you think it's much easier than it actually is, that people will grasp the method much easier, but also because of that, you don't give them the time that they need to practice it. You don't give them the time of watching them doing it and helping them do it better. You don't give them the time of giving them praise when they do it right. And the other thing is, if they don't buy into the passion, if they don't buy into that enthusiasm of doing a job and doing it well and doing it right, then what kind of effort do you think they're going to get? And it's not their fault, it's your fault. So make sure you communicate passion and make sure you deal with everybody's skills and their level of skills based upon their level, not what your level is, and thinking that everybody has that same level. So if you want to avoid that snake in the grass, those windy lines, then make sure you communicate both the passion, the system and the process and the method of doing the task, but also make sure you watch them, you help them, you encourage them, and you praise them when they do things better, and give them the time to get it right. And I know you can say, well, sometimes you don't always have that time, but everybody needs an element of time to do it as good as you, unless they're better than you. Great. Richard Branson always has this thing about employing people who are better than you. Now, I was really grateful that Angela cut the grass, so let me put that out there. It saved me a huge amount of time. I mean, it didn't take me that long to put right what was there. So sometimes even when people make perhaps not mistakes, but if they don't do it quite as you want to do it, still praise them for what they've done. Still thank them for putting the effort in. But make sure you share that enthusiasm with them. Hopefully that's giving you just a few things to think about when you're delegating tasks or when you're getting people in business to do things to a quality standard. Make sure the skills and the passion are there. That's really, really important. Now, I'd love you to share any tips with me on my podcast, but most importantly, I've got a different ask this week. I'm just about to start a draw, a weekly draw, or a regular draw. And what I'd like you to do, I'd like you to find my podcast. It's Business Success and Coffee Podcast, Sterling Coaching, on Apple or on Spotify. If you go on there, listen to the podcast. If you like them, or even if you don't, leave me a review. Okay? If you leave me a review, drop me an email at reviews@sterling-coaching.com. So that's reviews@sterling-coaching.com. Drop me an email. Tell me you've left a review. Perhaps take a screenshot of it. That would be great. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the reviews into a hat. And once we've got 25 reviews, we're going to draw one winner from the hat to win a $50 or equivalent Amazon voucher. So if you can leave me a review, that'd be great. Drop me an email, let me know you've left a review to reviews@sterling-coaching.com, and I'll put you into the draw to win that $50 Amazon voucher. And hopefully you actually enjoy listening to the podcast as well. But if you don't, please tell me, leave me a review. So think about delegating, think about those straight lines, think about passion and skills, and I look forward to hearing that you've left me a review on the podcast. And of course, you can be a podcast guest too. See you on next week's Monday's Moment. Bye for now.